Good morning and welcome to our 10 minutes at 10. Now today we are definitely not at 10 because I was playing with Ecamm Live this morning to see what else can be done with this really quite cool tool. Today I'm going to talk to you about app stacks and the kind of apps that you want in your business. Now we've already been through a couple this week and last. We've looked at Xero, we've looked at Receipt Bank and we've looked at Fluidly. But where do they fit in to your business app stack? Well, let me share my screen with you and I'll show you something that I developed earlier. So this is actually written or prepared in Canva. So that's another very cool tool, super useful for the small business owner that tries to do their own graphic design. Might need a few, whether you need logos or you might need Facebook headers, Facebook posts, that kind of thing, Instagram, whatever. So this is quite a nice little tool that I've created, or a little wheel of apps. So these are the 6 apps that we tend to use for our clients and we find are the most useful for automating the financial accounting processes for the small business. So what are they and why do we use them? So we've got Xero. So we're Xero accountants. So we use Xero to manage our clients' accounts. We recommend that above all other accounting packages. We use it for payroll and we use it for staff expenses. It's simple, it's quick, and absolutely brilliant. Now we also talked you through Fluidly. Now Fluidly is a brilliant tool that sits on top of Xero that helps chase your clients and chases payments for overdue invoices. So it can remind them before an invoice is due, and then it helps you schedule your credit control, and it also has an inbuilt cash flow forecaster. So it's got 2 really cool cash management applications. So really, really good. Highly recommended, and it takes all of the time away from you having to do that. And most business owners, we find, really don't enjoy credit control. You're really good at selling to your clients and you're really good at agreeing the sale, you're really good at delivering the product to the client, but oftentimes quite shy when it comes to asking for payment. I don't know why that is. We're all a bit shy when it comes to asking for payment or raising prices, but that's a whole different issue. So use something like Fluidly to chase your clients' overdue accounts. So then you only really have to speak to the ones that don't pay and that are quite naughty and well outside your credit terms. The ones that tend to pay but just need a little prompt, they're fine. Fluidly will take care of those. Now, Receipt Bank and HubDoc are 2 tools that are equally useful for pushing receipts and invoices, purchase invoices, from paper or from your email into your Xero account. So you take a picture of them or you forward the email and you push them through to your Xero account, and Receipt Bank or HubDoc will pull out all of the main financial information, attach a PDF to the file, and they'll push that into Xero as a draft. It's really important to push those into Xero as a draft so that you can then look at those documents, check them, check the data on them, make sure it's all correct, make sure it's gone to the right account code. It might be that something you bought from Tesco last week was, printing and stationery, but this week it might be, a small asset. Perhaps you bought an actual printer. So that you might buy different things from the same supplier. So it's always important to check. One of the other tools that we use a lot, and that I'm going to talk to you about today, is GoCardless for Xero. Now, GoCardless for Xero allows the small business like you and I to automate your payments, automate your customer processes by allowing your customer to sign up for a direct debit. Now, you may think that your business isn't really the right business for a direct debit, but if you have any sorts of regular payments or repeat transactions with a client, whether it's a monthly repeating transactions, say, like accountancy and bookkeeping, or virtual assistant, or hypnotherapy, or anything like that, where you have more than one type of invoice going out to a customer, one invoice going out to a customer, and they have repeat purchases, you can speed up your process by setting up a direct debit system. Now, GoCardless is the best on the market again. It integrates directly with Xero, and it makes it really easy for your customer to sign up for a mandate online and to automate your payments to you. Now, even my IT guy, who I have regular payments that go out to him and I have ad hoc payments that go out to him, he collects my payments to him by direct debit. So I just ring him up and tell him what I want him to do, or actually I might log it online because he's got an online booking system. I might tell him what I want to do. And although he's billing me for a service and he's billing me for these ad hoc charges, I never have to worry about paying him. So quite frankly, I've got better things to do. I just haven't got time to worry about that. So I quite like the fact these payments go out. They're very good in the way that GoCardless for Xero will email you before the payment is due to go out. So if there's something that you don't agree with, you have plenty of time to say, actually, no, not sure of that. So is that something that's putting you off? Then don't worry about it too much. There are safeguards in place. So let's have a look at GoCardless itself. So I'm just going to switch window. So GoCardless integrates with Xero. It's a purpose-built integration. It used to be called Directly. Now then GoCardless bought Directly and they've integrated it into their offering. So it works with Xero. So you do have to have a Xero account. If you're on QuickBooks, this particular process won't work for you. On average, GoCardless users spend 84% less time chasing unpaid invoices. Well, that's great because I'm certainly one of those. So should you be. Saves time on admin with the reconciliation, and 82% of GoCardless users have improved their cash flow, of course, because you're bringing that cash flow in sooner. So how does the process actually work? Now, I can't take you into a demo account, but I can play this video for you that shows you how it works. So this is about a 4 or 5 minute video, so we'll do that in just a second. But just to talk you through the process, it's really quite straightforward. You raise your invoice in Xero, and that comes up. I'm trying to get the... Let's raise that. There we go. You raise your invoice in Xero. Oops, let's try and get these to come up properly. You raise your invoice in Xero, you get a notification of the upcoming direct debit goes out to your customer 3 days before their due date. The payment is collected automatically from your customer on the due date according to the Xero invoice. So say you sent it out on workday 1 and you want to collect it on workday 7, you've got that happens on the day that's driven by your invoice data in Xero. The payment is received into the bank, and then the invoice is marked as paid. So Xero and GoCardless take care of all of this work for you. So the only time you really have to get involved is if there's an issue, perhaps your customer challenges the payment, or perhaps the direct debit bounces. You'll get an email notification to say that the direct debit has bounced, and then you can log into GoCardless to Xero and you can trigger a recollection or a retry of the direct debit. So let's just jump into the GoCardless video, which is going to take you through this in a little more detail.
GoCardless for Xero is a dedicated app which connects GoCardless and Xero. It lets you automate payment collection and reconciliation for your Xero invoices. Getting started is really easy. You can find the app on the GoCardless website or the Xero app marketplace. Firstly, create or connect an existing GoCardless account.
So you do have to have a GoCardless account.
And then connect your Xero account by logging in. Now that you've successfully connected your GoCardless and Xero accounts, you can set your login details for the app. Next, choose your reconciliation settings. Firstly, the bank account in Xero where we post funds received, and secondly, the nominal code for your GoCardless fees. Mandates allow you to collect direct debit payments, and you have some options here. If you choose automatic, every new customer you set up in Xero will automatically be sent a mandate request by GoCardless.
Now, you don't have to have that automatically set up. We have some clients that like to manually ask clients to set up a direct debit, and then we have others that automatically set things up. So you've got the choice there.
Or, if you want to, you can choose manual and invite customers individually. Lastly, configure your payment settings. Automatic means GoCardless automatically charges any customers with an active mandate on the invoice due date. Manual means GoCardless only collects an invoice payment when you prompt us to do so.
Yeah, if you're going to make this work for you, and if it's going to save you time, set this to automatic, because that's what we're trying to achieve.
And that's all there is to it. Now your account is ready to use. In order to receive payouts, you will need to verify your business first. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes, but you can do it all online. You just need to add some details about your business. But you can start adding customers and scheduling payments right away and come back to complete verification later if you want to. You can start setting up direct debit mandates by heading to the Customers tab. To invite a customer to set up a direct debit mandate, you can click on an individual customer and either select the custom link, which you can copy and share with them, or invite them via email by clicking on this button. And here's the email that gets sent to your customer. You'll be able to edit this if you want to, and even send a test version to yourself first. Another way to do this is to head over to your Settings tab. You'll find a generic link that any customer can use to set up their mandate. You could add this to a contract template or engagement letter if you wanted to. You can also add a Pay Now button to your invoices. From here, a customer can set up a GoCardless direct debit mandate straight from your invoice. To set up a mandate, your customer is directed to fill in this secure online mandate form. It only takes a few moments to complete. They only need to do this once, and then they're set up to pay you on an ongoing basis. You can also activate automated payments, so that whenever you create a new invoice for a customer who has an active mandate, GoCardless will automatically charge your customer on the invoice due date. Now that you have a mandate set up, you'll want to collect some invoice payments. Select the invoices you'd like to collect. It can be individual or multiples. Pick from the options of when you'd like the payment collected. By selecting Collect on Due Date, we'll charge on the due date of your Xero invoice, or you can choose to collect now and we'll charge on the next working day. Now's a good time to explain.
Yeah, so you only need to do that on the first time you set it up. So once it's set up and it's live and you've collected the backlog of invoices that perhaps might be unpaid, everything will just then work in the background for you and it will just pay along this direct debit timeline.
How payment timings work. Firstly, your customer sets up their mandate. Then you can create an invoice and choose to collect it via direct debit. Let's say you choose to collect on the invoice due date. 3 days before the due date, GoCardless notifies your customer by email that payment is due to be taken, then collects the amount direct from their bank account on the due date. 2 working days after your customer is charged, the revenue is deposited into your account and the payment automatically reconciled. The GoCardless for Xero dashboard shows you the status of your payments. You can see which payments are scheduled to be collected, and also those that are currently being processed. GoCardless handles notifying your customer in advance of payment being taken by sending them an email like this. And once GoCardless has processed the payment, you'll receive an email from us notifying you that you've been paid. Looking back into your Xero account, you'll see that this payment has been automatically reconciled for you and marked as income. On the Xero reconciliation screen, you'll see that the transactions you've received have been matched to your bank feed, and all you need to do to complete reconciliation is to click OK. You can see more details about the transactions in the reconciliation tab in GoCardless for Xero. If for some reason GoCardless was unable to collect a scheduled payment, you'll receive an automatic email notification, and the GoCardless for Xero dashboard will display the payment as failed. You can click to display the invoice and get more information, and with the click of a button you can retry the payment. In the settings menu, you can choose the Xero bank account into which GoCardless pays your money. You also have the option to change your accounting code for GoCardless fees, which are automatically deducted and marked as an expense. You can even invite your accountant to help you manage your payments and account for you. GoCardless for Xero. Get paid on time, every time.
It is quite brilliant, and we try and get as many of our own clients to pay by direct debit, and as many of our clients to pay by direct debit. It just makes the whole cash collection process so much easier. So that's it for today. We've looked at GoCardless to try and automate your payments and put your customers on direct debit. Super simple, super easy, and get paid on time every time, as they say. So thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.